Speed, accuracy, endurance, focus, and great communication skills are talents that get a race car driver to the checkered flag. These are also just a couple of talents that Jay Von Bank with Quality Real Estate has to help you with all your real estate needs. When you work with Jay during your real estate journey, you can rest assured that he will give everything he has to achieve the end goal that you desire. His devotion to the community and family will have you glad you chose Jay Von Bank with Quality Real Estate, where you'll bank on his expertise.
I don't know. My internet don't work. It all sucks today, so I think this is episode 12. Is it episode 12, Kraus?
We are on episode 12 of The Dirt. Yes, we are, Dan.
Yeah, so I'm blind today because I got nothing going on with the old brain box here. And we all know I don't have no brain box going in my head because I've been out golfing with you all week, so I have no mental capacity left.
Zero,
none. Speaking of zero,
and we got
our Coke Zero again today.
Hey, good point.
Thanks to Viking Coke.
Thanks to Viking Coke. Man, if they drop some off first now and spend money on it. Ryan and Ryan. Is it the Ryan and Ryan show over there?
Yeah, it's like Daryl and my other brother Daryl. Yeah.
Couple Daryls.
Yep.
Who's our other sponsor there, Dan?
Old JVB, old Jay Von Bank, Quality Real Estate. Called old Jay last night. Actually talked to him for a while.
He was sucking down my Miller Lights last week, too.
Yeah, I know. I invited him down. I figured since I had a short night and I wasn't going to be up for the 10 you were planning on me drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to help.
Chickened out again.
Yeah, went home. See, my grandson's perfect scapegoat. I can't sit and drink beer with you yahoos all night. I get to go home.
Well, then we're going to have a bunch of Miller Lite left over at the end of the year.
Then we'll just have a party on my patio.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yep. Speaking of which, patio was going to be fired up last night, and then the guide didn't work. No racing on the old Dream Stickle.
I watched it.
You did?
Was
it good?
Yeah. It could have been, of course, James Essex thought it was a race of the year candidate. It would have been. There was a late yellow.
James Essex thinks every race is race of the year candidate.
Davenport Lucas Oil race last night. Well, Overton, Marlar, and Hudson O'Neill were 3 wide for a long time. And they were swapping the lead back and forth, and it was good. There was really nobody else in contention. And then the yellow came out, and Marlar checked out. And then Huddy ran him down on the bottom and then got him. And then Overton snuck in there, but it was pretty much it was a good race. It's obviously going to produce. It was a really good race. There's
Any
no
door
doubt
slamming
about it.
going on?
No, nothing major. They didn't see the back of the pack or what was going on back there. But McCready and
They never got in lap traffic.
Shepard. Oh, they got into some. Turbo. Who else is in? Gustin. Those guys were in that 4 through 9 range battling in there. They were battling. It was a
a hornet's nest.
It had a potential to be, if it would have stayed green, it probably would have been a candidate for race of the year.
Huh.
I think, anyway.
Well, that just makes me real happy that I missed a good race.
It was kind of like your chip shot on 4 today. Was that 4 or 5?
I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know. It was lucky.
It
was 3, dude.
It was 3 and 4 because you sent 2 pin seekers.
Yeah.
3 you chipped in, and then 4 you put it in from the fringe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, from like 35 feet probably. I don't know. It was kind of okay.
So we decided to go golf
all week.
Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
We went out to Geneva. There happens to be a race car driver that's a pro out there, right? Attempts to be a race car driver. So anyway, my cousin John's a golf pro, for all of you that don't know that. So we went out to Geneva, and we decided to golf. We just went 9 hole. And Tuesday, it was pretty nice. The fog rolled in on holes 1 and 2. We couldn't see the greens on 1 and 2. That's how foggy it was. Then it cleared out.
Yep.
She got a little sticky then. Yesterday, it was awesome. It was cool. I don't even think it broke 70 degrees yesterday.
No, it was nice yesterday.
And
today got muggy.
Yeah, it was getting warm today, that heavy, and the ball was not flying today. And we Dan golfed better.
It didn't take much.
I wasn't as good as I was the first 2 days. I was hitting the ball pretty good the first couple
days.
Again. So, but it was fun to get out and golf. You got to do what you got to do, right? We earned it.
We Kraus and I got this deal going on. We get 100 combined every time. Like if one guy's bad, the other guy's good. If both guys are average,
then you still get 100.
Yep.
We're a little under that on Tuesday.
Yeah, a little under. Tuesday was a day. Well, no wonder we couldn't see shit the first 3 holes, so that's why it helped us. We just hit the ball. Couldn't think about it because we couldn't see the green.
Dan, just aim to the right of those trees up there, right on the green. So that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But we talked some racing out there.
Yeah,
saw some people. Right?
Did any of the terrorists go home from last weekend?
No, it was horrible. You drive around town yesterday?
Dude, Tuesday was gonzo.
Yesterday was horrible around town.
Yesterday? No.
Yes.
I actually...
It was like it was dead. Monday was dead, and then Tuesday was dead, driving it kind of dead.
Yeah, Monday was dead because everybody and their dog was out on the lake.
Yeah.
That was a gong show. I don't know, man. I'm getting antisocial in my old age.
We should have went Facebook Live today on the golf course.
Oh, they would have kicked us off.
Straight up right on the Viking Speedway page.
Yeah, they would have.
Facebook Live.
Well, maybe we'll have to go golfing tomorrow.
We would have had, someone would have been watching.
All right, maybe we'll have to go golfing tomorrow. It's closer to race day tomorrow.
True.
I have nothing going on tomorrow.
In the morning?
No.
No, who does? It's Friday.
No, we ain't doing shit.
Plus, we got another 9 to play.
What's the deal? Is Ponds open tomorrow?
It's going to be open tomorrow.
Well, then
it has to be open tomorrow.
There, corporate decision made. Done.
We're going to play the Ponds in the morning.
Yep. I'm just going to go on Facebook Live, and we're probably going to watch me hit balls in the ponds. Tin Cup.
And get tuned up, get geared up for the weekend. Well, anyway, we might as well, we better get into a recap because I think, is this the first night back racing since revved up?
Yeah, it was, and it
Really?
was a freaking dandy.
It was. We got some rain in the morning, which is perfect because Mother Nature waters a racetrack better than any human being can possibly water a racetrack. We all know that.
If anybody wants to argue that, they can come see both of us, and we'll put you in your place.
Plus, we get to save fuel with all our equipment out there because we don't have to water all day and all night and all that good stuff. So and it waters the track perfect. And so the track had a little grip in it, and it had a bunch more grip in it. And man, did it produce some good racing.
Yep. It was absolutely, even the heat races were good. And anybody that goes to races a lot knows that heat races can be snoozers.
Right.
No, not last week.
It's like watching hot laps and qualifying for Lucas and Orlola.
Yeah, every now and then somebody does something out of the ordinary and does some cool stuff and whatever. But usually heat races are pretty G-rated. They're just there to get the track in shape for on the features. But, no, she was good top to bottom last week.
No, it was, and it was Mark's Welding All-Star Title and Abstract Night out at Viking Speedway, and I'm pretty sure we had a decent turnout for EMTs, first responders, and military, did we not? I know you counted tickets. Did we get a decent number of them?
Yeah, I think it was about 150 of them showed up.
It was awesome to see them people out there, and like you said, you got to recognize those people, too. And then the car count, it's if we ever hit... We had 61 cars, and we've been floating right around that number. But the numbers are weird because now all of a sudden we bumped up to 14 super stocks. Brian Hellerman finally got his car out. Brendan Scott showed up. The Castribas showed up. Thanks for the Castribas for showing up. Appreciate it. It sounds like they were going to be back because Ryan was going to win until he broke. I don't know what he broke. I didn't even know. We broke at the same time. I don't even know what he broke. So
which one of them went barrel rolling into the
That was
brush
Russell,
pile?
right?
Yeah, I think so. That was luckily he didn't get hurt.
And they got the car fixed. It sounds like he had a whole bunch of people over there, and they got her fixed as he was out there for the feature. So
yeah, it looked pretty cosmetic when they brought it in. But anytime you see somebody go barrel roll in turn 3, that's never good.
Right, and we're sitting right at that. Short trackers right at 11. Street stocks were 12, which is down a tick. Modifieds right at that 10. Must have picked up. They're usually being right around 8 or 9. Must have picked up some there. And then the Midwest mods are right around 14. So, all of a sudden you get. You can get up to 14, 15 per class. Now, all of a sudden, you're sitting in that 75 range, and all of a sudden, that's pretty good car count for this day.
It's really, we're good where we are right now, but it doesn't take much to make it great. Because here's the thing. We not only have good car counts, really, you look at how many people are running on Saturday night. We're splitting the pie a lot of different ways. There's Why 94's got more cars? Well, because nobody races on Friday.
Right.
You're competing against Montevideo. That's it.
And 6, 7 classes, and they're getting late models because nobody's running late models anymore.
Right. So they're they're running limited late models and they're running late models, which nobody else is running.
Right.
Unless you go to the iron range, and then that's just late models up there. So we're in a good spot, but here's the deal: we got loaded fields. Like the talent in our fields of cars from top to bottom. Good luck. You ain't gonna find better anywhere.
No, the quality
is just really good. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with how things are going considering the landscape of the situation right now.
Right. Well, let's kick her off with our executive sanitation Johnson Jet Line Midwest Modifieds. Did have a couple heat races and top 5. We had a little action. We'll get into the little action. We had a little action in that class. Of course, you're always going to do, and that's the way it's got to be. Just some good old clean fun. Ron Sauer in the old 42 from Dalton, Minnesota in 5th. Scott Ochen in the 13 from 11th to 4th. A good run for old Scotty out there. I was looking out there and saw him up there, so that's a great finish for him.
He's been sawing a little timber everywhere. They're getting that thing figured out.
He is, definitely. Avery Anderson, great run. Started outside pole, ended up 3rd, led first part of that race, and then was battling with the Sauers and battling with Sean Olson there for a while. Sean Olson, 32 out of Alec in the getting 2nd, and then the old, as usual, old Travis Sauer, he sliced and diced ways through the field, through a couple sliders, and before you know it, the old 42X was getting the win and in victory lane again.
Shocking development. Travis Sauer in victory lane.
Yeah, that thing's fast. I think he got beat up, and he was probably mad because he got beat Friday up in Fergus. I think he got 2nd or 3rd. Do you think he got 3rd?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. When those guys have a bad night, they're 3rd.
Yeah, I think because didn't Baker win it up in
think
Fergus?
so,
I don't even
yeah.
know. I don't know. But anyway, it was a good battle, and I know Travis, Ron, and Avery were going at her hard.
Yep.
And they are, and it's you got a little everything. You got, like I told Travis Sauer, arguably one of the best Midwest mod drivers in Wissota history.
Yeah.
Can we go that far?
I'm going there.
I think so.
Yeah. Who's better? Tell me who. Okay, so if you're looking at Midwest mods in the history of Wissota, this class goes back to the mid '90s when Butch Barron's brought her to life.
I don't think it was that. I would think it was later than that.
Well, Butchie started them down in Montevideo early, and then they got sanctioned. But I mean, it's so just say it's 20. Just say it's 25 years. There's 3 guys that have run these things that come to everyone's mind that's been around this. It's Shane Sobraski.
Yep.
It's Travis Sauer and Jason Vandekamp. Those are the 3 guys that every time there was a B mod race or a Midwest mod race, whatever they called them, wherever they were, if those guys unloaded, you knew there's a pretty good idea one of the 3 was going to win.
Right.
And yeah, you got Grunwald and you got these other guys that are at it now. We're talking about all the way back. These guys did it for a long time.
Right.
And it's a good thing Sobraski don't have one anymore, because if he did, he'd win another feature
Right.
everywhere he went.
Right.
So
yeah, so they were getting after it, and they were even getting after it. Tim Pedersen got 6th, Tanner Bitson,
Dude,
John
he's
Carlson,
coming along.
Taylor Bitson, Buzz.
Tim's coming along.
Brooke Hellerman was out. They don't have the DNFs on here to know what was going on, but I know Blasick didn't finish, and I know Connor Bussey. There was a little pile up somewhere.
There was a parking lot turned forward with about 5 to go.
Was that when that was?
Yeah.
I think I was watching the race, and then I noticed there were some guys dropping out, and noticed that Blasick wasn't up there. So yeah, that's racing.
It was good. It was good racing.
You might tear some stuff up too, no matter what, right?
You might get your feelings hurt too.
Exactly. All-star title and abstract street stocks. We did have 12, and barn burner. 100% straight barn burner is what that race was. Roger Berkness, another solid top 5 in the 28 out of Eagle Bend. There's your boy Jason Timish again, always floating around them top. Didn't quite get the podium. He would have if Kyle Howland came to town. He would have got a podium.
Timish is now, I think he's now about 1 turn on 1 bolt away.
He could be.
That thing is, He's really got her
just
good.
don't hot Carl that thing and dial her out of the park, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kyle Howland came to town. I know Ogilvy was off, and then probably not really. And I know he was up in Fergus on Friday, so it's good to see him in
Howland's
town.
good.
He's good. He's really solid. Started third, got third. Justin Vogel, great to see him back. He's got a lot of wins at the old half mile in the old street stock class. Started sixth. Had the lead there for a brief while, and then old track champion boy Ryan Satter held him off, and they were chucking sliders, and it's hard, and I know I talked about this, it's really super, super hard to chuck a slider in the street stock because you're not going real fast and the car's real heavy, and there's more grip in those things.
There was grip in the track Saturday, too, which makes it even harder.
And Vogel roasted that baby into one. I watched the videos. I posted a recap video of it, and then Satter got back under him, and they came down that front stretch, baby, dead side by side, and I thought old Shane was going to tip over. He was going nuts up in the tower. I thought he was going to tip over, and we weren't going to get a play-by-play coming to the line, but it was a great finish, great race, and there was battling. It just wasn't battling up front. There was battling all over the track.
Did he win? Did he win by 6 inches?
No, it was a little. I thought it was closer than it was, but it was a little bit more than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because with the angle I saw, it's like, dude, he didn't win by a beer can.
No, I was right behind the scale. I saw him coming to the stripe. We ran up there quick. Then I watched the replay. It was a bumper, maybe if that, but it was obviously really close, and crowd was going nuts. Everybody was going nuts. It was just awesome to see a photo finish.
There was a lot of people going nuts on Saturday, and that's exactly what you need to have happening.
Absolutely. So no, it was good. It was, like I said, good to see Kyle Howland come to town. Always a strong runner. Justin Vogel, every time obviously he comes here, he's got a chance to win the race, but at the end of the day, he's still got to beat the track champ and the guy that wins all the time in that old 67.
Yep. And nobody cares if you win by an inch or win by half a track. It's a win.
Good to see Derek Wetstein back. I got up in the booth a little bit and got to talk to him a little bit, so it was good to see him back at the track. Greg Platzer with a 6th place finish. Started up front, too, so it was good to see him hang on and up front. And, your normal Newberta and Carl and Avery Wendt got the car back together. Brad Lawrence, and then Anthony Blom. Don't know what was a DNS. Didn't see what happened in the heat there, but great street stock race, and they get a good track. They always put on a great race.
Yep.
Short trackers. Who's the short tracker sponsor? Dan?
All Star Title and Abstract, isn't it?
No.
Oh, is it?
Lake Country Meats.
Oh, Lake Country Meats.
Lake Country Meats short trackers. So we got them. I had 11 of them. Kevin Wall, another 5th place finish out of Fergus in the 45W. Tristan Raths in the 5T out of Donnelly. Austin Raths in the 22 out of Donnelly. David Wall in the 18W out of Fergus Falls. And old Sean Robinson out of Dalton in the 00 got the win. So someone texted me. Someone's obviously listening to us.
Right.
Because I got a message. Now I even forgot what it said. It was about the Walls.
Yeah.
It's a father-son. I think that's what they told me.
Well, they're damn fast.
The people correcting us, which is good. If we make
well,
mistakes,
they're correcting you, Kraus, because you're always wrong.
Did I stutter? I said us. So, which is good. There's people actually listening, and they correct it. We have zero issues with that. If we mess up names, hometowns, or whatever it is, let us know. We'll try to get it right. We're just
we do have a glorified butcher shop here, so
we are just here BSing, trying to have some fun. So. And the short tracker race was good. I know I didn't watch much of it because I got to get ready to rock. But I know I asked you at the end of the night if it was good, and I asked Justin too.
The heat races were excellent too. I mean, I don't know. Are they the fastest cars in the track? Absolutely not. Never will be. It's not the aspiration of them. But they put on good races every time they're on the track. Period. I don't give a damn if they're running 20-second laps or 26-second laps. If the racing is good, it's entertaining to watch.
Hi, this is Jay Von Bank, realtor with Kowali Real Estate. If you're a first-time home buyer or a veteran, I'd love to help you find your new home. Call me today at 320-305-4604.
I see your boy Hanson got 6. What's going on there?
Me and Hal Hansen, we had a little chat the other day. Yeah, he's got her dialed in.
Started 3rd and gets 6. Come on.
Yeah, that thing had its tongue hanging out at the end of the chute. He was having ignition problems.
Was he?
Yeah.
I saw him.
Well, he'd go bonsai through the middle of the corner and he'd run everybody down, but then he'd get to the straightaway, and as soon as you get to the flag stand, it's like It's like somebody threw the boat oars in the water and it just stopped it dead. And then it'd go like crazy again. I don't know.
He must have had my motor in his car then on Saturday.
He's got something. He said he's got it figured out now, so we'll see.
So the old Hilltop Lumber Super Stocks had another complete barn burner.
Huh.
That's a couple weeks.
That's an understatement.
That's a couple 3-4 weeks in a row now. We've had barn burners in that class.
Yeah, and they could be even bigger barn burners if somebody's car would finish a race.
No, that's not a possibility. So anyway, top 5. We got the DNFs in here. Brian Hellerman, first night out, I'm almost positive,
Yep.
correct? I never got a chance to talk to Brian. I know I usually always do, just to shoot the breeze with him a little bit. So Brian Hellerman, the old 2H out of Parker's Prairie, that is, got 5th. Bailey Roche, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Had a chance to get another win and ended up 4th. Matt Miller started 10th and ended up getting 3rd. And really, that late caution, we'll talk about that, kind of threw a loop to everything and let him get up to 3rd place. Jack Carandath, another solid finish out of Bluffton, Minnesota in the 22, got 2nd. And then Trevor Sauer, again, pulled off the old victory. And we were just kind of riding around. Kostreba was, I don't know if he had a half a straightaway, and Bailey kind of got into 2nd right away, and then Cranda was floating in there, and it was me, Hellerman, Sauer, and Miller were all battling for that next spot. We were just riding around, and actually as the track slowed down, my car was coming to the track, and it wasn't running real well. I still got an issue going on there, but the yellow with 6 to go threw the loop for everybody. Kostreba broke, I broke. But there was like 4 cars that pulled in the pits with that 6 to go deal, and all of a sudden you got a restart. You got Bailey leading, then you had Sauer and Cranda in the 2nd row, and then you had, Sauer and Cranda, and then you had Miller and Hellerman who got up there in the end. So you had him in the 3rd row, and then you had Carter Rentz and Brennan Scott floating around out there. So that yellow was 6 to go. Really changed the dynamics of that race. It's a completely different deal. Like I said, you take out my car, you take out the 17. I didn't even know. I would have been restarting 4th if I went to broke. And then the Kostreba's out of the race. All of a sudden, complete dynamic, and then it was complete mayhem.
It was a hell of a race.
3 wide. Bailey was in the middle. You had Sauer. You had Cranda. They were 3 wide. And then Hellerman and Miller were flying up in there. Bailey got Sauer back. Sauer got him, and then Cranda was sticking his nose in there. And Sauer and Bailey Roche went in 1 and 2, or going into 3, dead side by side, coming for the checkered. And Hellerman, and I watched a replay, and Hellerman, Cranda, and Miller were all right there. Bailey went in about a half a lane up where he shouldn't have been. He got up in the little loose stuff and got a little loose.
When he lifted, it killed him.
And he ended up saving the car. He got in too hard and it was in the loose stuff. What he did, he hit the gas too hard.
Funniest thing is, of all them cars, the Young Bucks had the 2 fastest cars that night.
They did.
They absolutely did. But at the end of the day,
the 3 Young Bucks really was.
The old Bucks still won, because when you get in situations like that, freaking experience, man.
Yep.
It's all about, okay, well, I know what not to do, so we're going to see if they know what not to do.
And knew where the line was because he had been running in the back.
Yep.
And we were all over the place. We were top, bottom, middle. I knew where the track was going to be too towards the end of that race. But obviously it was a great finish. Trevor with another win. Bailey saving it. At least he saved it and got a 4th place finish out of that. That would have been really bad if he would have looped that and someone got into him. Then you've been feeling really bad about yourself. But it was good to see him get a 4th place finish, and then Cranda and Miller, and then normal suspects, and you throw. Would be interesting to see what the Kostrebas do. I was going to message them this week, and I know they both had a great time. I saw did you see their post on Facebook?
No.
Said, hey, we had 2 fast cars. He should have won the race. There's no doubt about it. Ryan should have won it. Had it wrapped up, and then broke. But he said, hey, we had a great time. We had 2 fast cars. They liked it. Track was great. So be interesting to see if they make their way back up this way. We'd love to have them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because I had a conversation with those guys last year, early in the year, and they were on the fence about coming then.
Right.
Sure, the fuel deal is the problem.
Yeah.
It's with everybody. I mean, Jimmy Gullickson used to come and run here too, and we haven't seen him all year either. We've seen very little of Bricker. It's gas.
Yeah.
It costs too damn much money to get up and down the road. But sometimes if guys have a good experience, they'll say, you know what? Oh well, it's going to cost us an extra $50. We don't care. We're going to go anyway because we had more fun. And that's what you hope happens. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm really happy with Superstock counts. It's been good all year. We had one night where it was under 10.
Yeah, there was some travelers gone.
Right.
We had some issues. There was just some stuff going on there and whatever. Well, Carson Miller had gotten an accident the week before and didn't get his car fixed, and Brenda Scott wasn't there, and Travis wasn't there either. So there was just it is what it is. And now, like I said, all of a sudden you had 14. It was good. Like I said, good to see Hellerman back. It's been a huge. And Brian Hellerman's been racing at Viking Speedway for a super long time.
Yeah, long time.
So it's good. He was back in the 80s and 90s racing against my dad way back in the day in the old Thunder class or the Sportsman's class. So it was good to see him back. Like I said, huge supporter of Viking Speedway over the years, which was good to see. So, and I think you never know who's going to show up. I know both Flattens were contemplating. They didn't know what Madison was going to be like and getting back here. But that's a field. Ryan Flann can literally drive his car to the track,
right
where he lives in Madison. So that's a no-brainer. We'll work on Jeff getting him up here a little bit.
Well, and here's the thing too. It's like, would we like to have everybody? Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is, these guys they got to support their local track too. Just like we have to have our people support our local track. Because this is a strength in numbers deal, and the last thing any of us want to see is racetracks close. Because when tracks close, they don't reopen.
Correct.
So we just need more people to start building race cars again. In order to do that, we got to cross a bunch of bridges and costs and everything else. But that's another topic for another day when we don't have nothing else to talk about.
Right. Exactly. Anyway, getting into our integrity title modifieds, we did have 10. Picked up a who was back? Josh Backman was back.
Yep.
And then John Ochin was driving
Bergie's car.
Driving Todd Berg's car. Then you had your normal, Talon Tennis, Brett Hoyam, Tyler Cater, Josh Tennis out of Nelson in the 51.
It's nice to see Cater back.
Yep. Josh got 5th. Old Travis Sauer got 4th in the old 21X. Brady Gertis from Villard, we'll talk about that, ended up 3rd. Jason Tennis, the old man, started outside pole, ended up getting 2nd, barely, nipped Gertis at the line. And then old Dusty Bitson out of Brandon in the old 10X.
Dusty swept the weekend.
And Dusty stole that one. I was going to go. I talked to Dennis after the race, his car owner, Dennis Bitson, but I didn't talk to Dusty. I wanted to know what he was thinking when he come barreling out of 2 wide open, and Gertis was dead in the water because he took a hard left. I don't know if you noticed that.
Hard left.
He was 3-wheeling.
Yep.
They had that thing all dickered up, and he come down. He come off at 2, and we were watching, and of course we parked right by all them, and they were all the 10X crews like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And he had to take a hard left to miss Brady. And Brady did exactly what he should have done, try to keep going, because you got to hold your line. You can't be swerving and bobbing
Well,
and
as
weaving.
best you can and without getting run over. And here's the other thing. For everyone that wasn't there, shame on you. That was the fastest track I've seen in a modified feature for a long time.
Those guys were moving, and Brady had the fastest car. There's no doubt about it. Brady had the fastest car. And 3 and 4 finally blew off. It was a little crummy yet for the supers. That finally blew off, and the high side came in over there. And Brady drove right because he started. Where'd Brady start?
He passed some cars.
He started 4th.
Yeah.
So, he had to pass JT. He had to pass Dusty. He had to pass some cars. So, he did. And obviously, he had to pass Josh, too. But he drove by everybody, and he had her under control. And he came out of 2 and snap, crackle, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop, pop. I was going to go down there time sure, obviously the MSD box.
I sent him a message, and he
said
said something electrical. He
Yeah.
figured the ignition just decided it was had its day, which sucks. Sucks for him. I mean, he was the one the race. Dusty was catching him a little bit the last 3 laps, but he wasn't going to catch him. I mean, it was done. It was a foregone conclusion. The race was over,
and it was, and the cushion was moving up. So you couldn't. It was still heavy. 3 and 4, you had to be a little careful. You don't want to go blowing off going into.
The race would have been even better if they wouldn't have packed the hell out of that cushion at intermission.
Right.
It was good, That it could have. I mean, I honestly believe that you would have seen the top and the bottom change hands on what was the fastest way around 2 or 3 times in that race. I mean, it was good. It was good where it was. That track could have been even wider. That would have really been interesting.
Yep.
I hope that happens this weekend because I think we're probably going to run a 30 lapper for the lineman deal. If they leave that thing alone and don't pack it in intermission and just let that cushion continue to blow off the track, that'll make for one hell of a mind game during that mod race.
Right. So Brady did end up third. You could tell he was holding her to floor over in 3 and 4.
Oh, he was on the wood.
He was trying to get that just to finish. He did a great job, and Jason just nipped him at the line. So Brady, like I said, I thought the 2X was the fastest car on the track and should have had the win, but didn't happen. And the 10X clan, they were kind of all, and I walked up to Dennis Bitts and I said, Dennis, we've all been there and done that. And Dennis, he had a big smile on his face, and he started laughing, and he goes, I can't remember how many times I blew her off the high side lead and lost a race. And it happens. It's happened to everybody. We've all lost races on the last lap. We've all won races on the last lap, but that's the great thing about racing. The thing ain't over till that checkered flag flies and you cross that finish line because you never know what can happen.
And there is not a damn thing that you can do about an electrical problem in your car.
Nope.
That stuff, it when it works, it's great, and when it don't, you hate it.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, it's what it is, and everybody's got one. You know, who knows? Next week, the other guy probably has theirs take a crap. Like I told Brady, I said, it sucks, but I said it could have happened a lap before, and I said that would have really sucked.
Right.
Then you'd went from the first place guy to a 10th place guy.
Yep.
You know, so unfortunate, but yeah, electric crap is electric crap.
Yeah, but like I said, I thought the 2X car looked really good.
It was by far the best he's looked all year.
Yeah, he looked really good. So that's great because that's what you want. Because Dusty's he's always consistent. He's always good. Travis, Josh, and even Tyler, Cater, and Hoyam. All those guys they're good. And they got a chance to win every time they unload. And like I said, you throw all those guys in the mix. Now all of a sudden you got the 2-car rocking a little bit faster too. It's going to just jack up that competition. And obviously, especially for this weekend, because obviously we got the doubleheader, I-94. We got the doubleheader fallen lineman race this weekend, mixed in with the Advantage RV mod tour. So Friday night it's going on up at Fungus Falls up there at the old I-94 Sure Step Speedway. And then they're coming on over to Viking Speedway in Alexandria for the old, technically you didn't have it last year, but the annual fallen lineman race.
Yeah, this is a good deal. It's one of my favorite days of the year. I love this race. We always get a loaded field of cars. Always got a good grandstand. You always got a bunch of, I don't know. There's casual race fans, and then there's the passionate race fans. And this race brings all the passionate race fans out. The grandstand gets a little more ruckus. People got a little more to say about what's going on. The racing is always top shelf because you got all the best of the best that always show up for this thing. We're looking forward to it. And, I mean, big money. $3,000 to win, $300 to start.
You can't top that, especially this day and age.
That's monster cash.
And I don't know what's going on. Well, there we go. I just clarified. I just texted Shane Zabrowski, asked him if he's coming both nights. He said yes. I didn't know because
of course he's coming.
No, don't give me this of course stuff because Mr. West Metro Buick GMC made him run Ogilvy 2 weeks ago and drop off the RV mod tour. So don't give me this. You don't know what's going on here. I got inside information that he was told to run Ogilvy and he did, and he's left up north and didn't run the Advantage RV tour. So I had to clarify. So I just texted him right here. He's 7A in my phone. I don't even have his name. I just put their numbers down. He said, yeah, so he's coming.
Well, that's good because you don't spell real well, Kraus. If you put their number in, you can't screw that up.
You can spell Zabrowski? Can anybody spell something? Exactly. So you just put 7A, and you just run it right in your phone, just like that. So he'll be here both. I know Ebert's coming for both.
That means Atkinson will be here.
I know we made picks last time for this deal. I got my picks figured out.
I got mine.
Ebert's winning up in Fergus. Dusty's winning at Viking. I took Dusty before. Okay. That's who I took. I'm not switching it. So Dusty Bitson's winning a Viking, the fallen lineman deal. Advantage RV, $3,000. And he's not going to get DQ'd this year. I'm going to make sure about that. And Ebert's winning up in Fergus.
Pretty tough to argue. Ebert and Fergus. How do you bet against Ebert and Fergus?
You can't take him. I just took him.
I know. Then I guess I got to take Nebraska.
Ah, geez. Here we go again.
Well, what do you? Hey, but I am changing my pick in Alec. I said Nebraska was going to win. Nebraska's not going to win in Alec. You know who's going to win?
Who?
Brady Gertis is going to win.
Ooh,
That car's dialed. They hit the sweet spot last week just in time. And when that thing is right, number one, he's a hell of a wheel man. I don't think they've had that car right since they got it. And I think they're getting there. And he has got a horse under the hood. And we all know he knows his way around the half mile about as good as anybody. Been there for a
that's
long
why I take the
time.
locals here.
Yep.
Strand coming?
I don't know. That's your job.
I reeled him in 2 years
Pretty
ago.
damn hard for him not to, I would think. I mean, and he's as good as anybody. TPO going to come, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's coming.
I mean, how many mods are we going to have?
That's the question. It depends
35, 40?
Because Ogilvy's back running, correct?
Yeah.
Or are they running something else?
No, they're running.
Because this was the original weekend for the mod tour anyway, right?
Correct. Yeah.
They don't have July. See, because their mod wars is next weekend, right?
That's when
So-
USMPS is back on.
Excuse me. So if we have, I'm trying to find their schedule. So they got their fireworks. So here's the deal. They don't. So they got the Rebel Mod Tour and the Street Stock Tour, Super Stocks and Hornets. So there's no mods.
They're not running mods this
No.
weekend.
No.
Perfect. That means all
And
them
I
guys
think
can come too.
I think I knew that. I was yapping with Nate. I'm pretty sure I might have known that.
Dude, we could have a monster car call.
I mean, I would assume. Well, those guys are going to head up, unless they come over. I don't know.
Where else are they going to go?
Well, they'd run up north.
They ain't going up north. They paid all the money up north last weekend.
Belfi's staying up north.
Well,
Where's
of course
he going to go
staying-
Saturday?
Of course he's staying north.
He runs Ogilvy Saturdays.
Every Saturday.
Strand's texting me back. We'll see what he says here. Oh no, he quit talking.
No.
Who else we got to call out on this podcast? Well, he's typing again.
Let's see who needs to show up. Well,
9E.
yeah,
He's been
Donnie will
fast.
be here.
He's been fast.
He'll
He
be
got
here.
runner up at the old border battle.
Yeah, Donnie will be here. Kane will show up, I would imagine, because he's got nowhere else to race. So we could have a pile of these things.
I'm almost positive.
Like, I mean a pile.
I'm almost positive TPO said he was coming last week.
Well, of course TPO's coming. It's $3,000 to win. TPO's coming. What about the guys that are?
What about Stearns?
Well, yeah. Stearns is going to come. I think he's come every year we've had this race, except for the year that he was hurt and couldn't race. The rest of the South Dakota guys won't.
Strand might possibly be here Saturday, but probably not, he said. My crew guy's gone this weekend, so not looking good. Doesn't have help, which is completely
right.
Especially if he runs he's probably going to run his late model on Friday anyway.
Are they running
I would assume.
NLRA
Who knows
up
where they're running?
up in
I don't.
Forks?
I don't. It's your job to keep track of track schedules.
I don't know, Jeff.
My track schedule guy, Aho, is a trucker now, so he got no info from him.
Yeah.
So he texts me all the time, I need info. So I'm feeding him info for the one-to-go show for him, let alone I can't even keep us straight. What the hell's going on around here? Truckers.
Well, what happens, see? If you want to get something done, you got to give it to a busy guy to get it done. And now one of the busy guys just got too busy, so he can't get it done because he's driving up and down the road. So now we got a cog out of our wheel.
I'm busy golfing, so I don't got time to
I
do
know.
nothing.
I hear you. I don't know. It should be good. What about Hobbin and them guys down in Monty? Them guys
You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going
Or
on.
is Madison running modifieds this weekend?
I have no idea.
You would think.
Why do you ask all these questions that I don't know?
Because we're just trying to get a gauge on what's going on here.
Don't ask questions that I don't know the answer to. Does that make sense?
Here's a question for
So you probably can't ask me anything.
Here's a question for you. Rodney Sanders was racing at the border battle last weekend.
Yeah.
Had a Wissota motor in his car.
Yeah.
USMTS isn't racing this weekend. Is Rodney Sanders going to run to Ferguson Alec?
Call him up and ask him.
I mean, common sense would tell me that if you got your car all set up to run that way anyway, that you'd probably do it, right?
No modifieds in Madison.
That means every modified in Wissota is going to be here on Saturday night.
If you're thinking of selling your home and not sure what it's worth, call Javon Bank for a complimentary market analysis in the Lakes area.
Rodney Sanders. I got him on Facebook. Should we call him?
Call him. Call Rodney.
He
Say, hey, Rodney, are you coming to the half mile? He's been here before.
ain't answering. He ain't answer my call. Here,
Oh,
here, ring
He's
it.
on the hotline.
No. Rodney Sanders doesn't want to be on the Dirt podcast.
Stonewall
blocking
from
us
Rodney.
out. He's stonewalled us. We got nothing.
All right.
He was active on Facebook an hour ago.
Oh, that's probably why we missed the window.
So Dave Kane, Jacob just got back to me. That's the plan.
Kane's coming.
Fergus Viking.
Okay.
It's a hell of a field right now.
Jeremy Nelson will be here.
Nope. It's going to Deer Creek.
Is he? He's going to Deer Creek.
It's just posted this morning on Facebook.
Really?
Mom's positive.
Interesting.
I
suppose it's probably even money.
Yeah, but they put the USMTS motor in his car.
I know.
They got rid of the Vanderbeek, so now maybe they don't have. They got to switch motors, do a bunch of work.
Didn't they have two cars?
I don't know. No idea.
I don't know either.
Maybe they got rid of one because they still have that
Well,
Vanderbilt, but I don't know.
Yeah. He wasn't a real big fan of that thing.
No, he wasn't.
We talked to him on Mississippi Thunder.
He's been better. He's been a lot more competitive now when they put it in his car, and you're just more comfortable then. Now,
Well, he knows the shock package. He knows the spring pack. He knows everything in those cars because he's had them forever. It's I don't know. Throw somebody new stuff, and it's not always easy.
Who else do we need to call? While we're at it? Nobody?
No.
We're done?
What about, I suppose the Thomas boys will all be here.
Should we call Belfi?
Nah. He ain't coming.
And let's call him out. He just won $10,000.
Well, that's probably why he's not coming.
She's got the money to do it.
Well, I know
why
he does.
not come try to win another $6,000?
Well, because he's playing in his own backyard.
We could. Well, Gondik. Well, where's he going to go on Saturday?
Who's racing Saturday?
No idea.
Who races up there
Is
Saturday?
Gondik running?
Hibbing.
He ain't
Saturday.
going to Hibbing. He's not going to Hibbing. Wow, what a
Anyway, whatever.
Wow, what a weekend it says. It was good. It was
We're gonna have
a good race.
We're gonna have. Okay, the term shit ton is a standard unit of measurement. There's gonna be a shit ton of modifieds here this weekend. That's what I'm gonna go out on a limb and say right now. It's gonna be a lot.
Did you call? What about Hobbin?
He'll show up. Got nowhere else to go. He's good to show up here a couple times a year.
Brian, see, none of these guys need to be on Facebook all the time during our podcast. Then I can just click on them and call them, and we're good to go. Yeah. Right?
Right. Yeah.
See, who else we got on Facebook that's active right now? Shane Howell.
Don't call him because that'll be a half an hour.
He's active right now.
Oh, God. Don't call Howell.
Why?
We'll never get off. We'll never get this done.
Shane is on another call.
Yeah.
What the hell?
See? Aho is probably calling him right now trying to get more dirt.
That.
Sure he is.
So mad right now. He freaking blocked me.
Yeah.
Oh,
now you know where Krause rates. You better go back to the golf course, Krause.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, Shane, you just got doored by Shane Howell. How does that make you feel?
Just blocked me.
Yeah.
Strand got back to me right away.
I know, Strand's a nice guy.
Jacob Kane got back to me right away. Rodney Sanders got blocked. Sabraski got
Shane
back
Howell's
to me
a
right
wild
now.
man. That's why I wish he'd show up.
Man, this is unacceptable behavior.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what else we got here?
So we got integrity title. Oh, now you're really throwing me a curveball here right now. So you even got a thumbs up. I told Sabraski we're doing a podcast right now and needed some info, and he gave me a thumbs up.
Well, yeah.
So we got integrity title this weekend. I know they're one of the.
Are they?
Yes, they are. Integrity title, the trailer center, Snap-on Tools.
Oh.
So thanks for them for hopping on and being the event sponsors. And obviously there's a whole bunch of sponsors as far as with the fallen lineman deal, help pay the purse. Obviously, we still got a percentage of the ticket sales going to the fallen lineman race.
Yeah, percentage of every ticket goes back to the fallen lineman organization. And yeah, they Corey and DJ go round up a pile of money every year to do this. That's honestly, we'd have to charge $50 a ticket if we were going to pay a purse like that.
Right.
Without these guys doing what they're doing. It's nothing short of crazy, and it's a lot of work to do this. I don't know if you people that have never had to go around and beg trying to get sponsorship to do a big show like this. It's a lot of work, and it's not easy. A lot of people tell you no. You got to turn over a lot of rocks to make this deal happen. And they do a hell of a job with it, and they've built it from nothing into what it is now. I mean, who'd ever thought when this started it would be a 2-day super show?
Right. Are they figured out what's going on down with the format? Are we running ours, the fallen lineman, or are we going to run the RV tour? Because the RV tour's got a passing point set up, don't they, in their heats? Don't they, or not? Are they straight up
redraw? Draw, redraw. Yep.
So it's a straight up draw, redraw.
You got her. You get the certain top so many spots in the deal, and you go to the redraw, and I think top 2?
Depends on.
I know they run big heat races.
Depending on how many heats you have.
Yeah, I would assume that we'll run. I would assume we'll be running 4 heat races. That would be my guess. Top 2 to the redraw. Top 5, top 4 lock in.
Shane Howell missed your call. He doesn't have the B mod anymore. He ran the A mod at the border battle.
Didn't he blow his B mod up?
Yeah, and he hasn't got it fixed yet. And he had the A mod at the border battle.
Well, then there's absolutely no reason that Shane Howell should not be here. None.
Is Cop coming?
I don't know. I haven't talked to old Brando for a while.
Let's call him too.
I haven't talked to him since when was that?
He's live right now too. He's active on Facebook.
Talked to him in Proctor last year. Me and Bruno went up to the Silver. That was the last time I talked to him. I think.
Where's the speaker on this thing? You hear it ringing though?
Yeah, I hear it.
Are you shunning? Hey, Brandon, it's Krause.
Yep.
Hey, we're doing our podcast right now. We're just recording, but we're live. Technically live. We're calling you out. What's your plans for the weekend? Where are you racing?
As of now, I got to see what work does tomorrow. We got a bunch of concrete we're pouring. Tentatively, Fergus Falls.
And then the half mile on Saturday, right?
We'll be going back to Ashland. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
See, we're just having fun. We just started calling people.
Yep.
And actually, was he the first one to answer?
Yep, he was the first one to answer.
I texted Strand and Sabraski. They all got back to me and Jacob Kane. But we called. Who else did we call? We were going to call Belfi, but didn't we? Called Howell.
Yeah, I called Howell and got stonewalled.
We called Rodney Sanders and got stonewalled too. So you're the first guy to answer, and you're on our podcast.
So you're a celebrity now.
We got some downtime, or else I wouldn't be answering.
How's that 22 car been running?
It's been pretty good. We're trying to figure some things out with it. Switching to an MB was a little bit different for us, but it's been good. So we just need to make it a little bit better.
Where'd you end up at the border battle?
I got called for a caution on lap 3, and they sent me to the back, and I think I made it back up to 15th or something like that.
Stop wrecking stuff. Stop hitting people. If you're gonna, you got to make sure you use your right rear quarter panel on your door so they don't spin.
Well, yeah. See, the thing is, though, the guy spun out by himself, and that was the first car they saw going past him.
Right. Human error.
It happens.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to work. Thanks for answering and talk to us, and maybe we'll see you around here sometime.
That's the goal, to try to get that way.
Awesome. Sounds good, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Later. See, that's how we roll here.
Can't say nothing bad about Brandon Kopp. He answered the phone.
He's a good dude. He parked right next to us a couple years ago on Memorial Day.
We drank a lot of beer that night.
We did. And he's a good guy. And actually, he was up, I don't know if it was last year or it might have been last year or 2 years ago. He's all by himself and Monty.
Right?
And I walked over. Actually, Blair helped him out a little bit. My pick guy just, hey, you need any help, let us know, So, a good kid. He was traveling alone there for a while. So, his dad was obviously a great racer up north. So, it looks like he's going to Fergus. He's going to go back to Ashland on.
He is
calling some rain to Ashland so he can stay here
he is
at Viking.
He is one ultra loyal guy. Like, he'll drive all the way from Ashland over to Fergus Falls to race one night and go back to Ashland on Saturday, no matter what. He could drive 45 minutes to race for $3,000, but he's still going back to his home track. I don't like it, but you can't argue with it. I mean, good for him.
Well, Belfi got back to me.
What's Belfi say? Belfi says he's staying home. He's not going to spend all his money the first week.
Hibbing, Ashland, Proctor. Why? That's not Hibbing and Ashland run. They run on different nights?
They must be.
Something going on?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, something's got to be going on somewhere because otherwise every race car will be here.
Yeah. And you live up there. I get it. You're going to stay up there, and he's $10,000 richer anyway. He's going to run for some more money.
Them Iron Range guys got to drive a long way to get to anywhere.
We can still call him chicken for not showing up.
Well, that's true. No, I'm going to tell you who the chicken is. the chicken, right now, Hot Carl. You're a chicken.
Oh, boy.
You have no excuse. Man up. Show up at the half mile. Cut your teeth.
Did you really just call out Hot Carl?
I sure did. Yeah. Yeah, he's always talking a good game, but he will not show up at the half mile. Yeah, I'm calling out Hot Carl. Why wouldn't I call out Hot Carl? Are you got Hot Carl on the line? Oh, boy.
He ain't going to answer.
No, he's working.
Can you hear it ringing?
Yeah, I hear it ringing. He ain't going to answer. He's working. We're not, but he is.
Oh, calling. We're getting shut out by Hot Carl.
Yep. He ain't answering.
He ain't answering.
No, we're going to...
Brandon Kopp's the only cool guy today.
Yep, the only cool guy.
He's the only cool guy today that actually answered his phone.
Well, yeah.
So that's that. That's what's going on this weekend at the old High Flying Half Mile. It's going to be good to be back there. Weather looks like it's actually cooled down a little bit. It's only 79 tomorrow. Like, 82, 83 on Saturday?
That's good. I don't need any more than that.
It's going to be about perfect. So
we
the weather's going to be
weather.
great. Deer Creek, the Gopher 50 is going on this weekend. You want to watch a little Lucas Oil racing. There's going to be some more cars down there too. So that's going to be a good show.
The only thing that I hate about, the only thing that sucks is you get in the middle of the summer like this, and when the National Touring Series get up here, you can never be in two places at once, and it happens like every weekend where there's there's two races I want to go to. Ah, shit, I can only be in one of them. You got to pick and choose. I would love to go to the Gopher 50, but obviously I'm not going to the Gopher 50 when the lineman race is going on here.
No. Plus, we got to golf in the mornings.
That's right. Where are we golfing tomorrow, Cross?
I don't know.
Are we going to mix it up tomorrow?
No, I told you. We got to go finish the islands. No, ponds. We got to go finish the ponds at Geneva.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Getting shut out.
Yeah, shut out.
Hey, we were 1 for 4 on phone calls.
Well, we're 1 for 4. Hey,
that ain't so bad.
No, that's a. You're a journeyman. You're a journeyman utility player in Major League Baseball if you can bat 1 for 4.
That's better than 3 putting on a par 3.
You got that right. Where did that happen today?
Couple.
How many times did
I'm
it happen
still mad
today?
about that putt on 8. That one that thing was dropping. That one that lipped out on me, that was BS. Straight BS.
Don't even talk to me about piss until you bomb one 325 down the middle
and then
on a par 5 and end up getting a bogey. Yeah, that happened today. Striped it. Absolute crushed. And then, yeah.
That's the worst, too, when you get a perfect drive.
Should have had an eagle,
you're
dude.
Set up.
I had the perfect look.
And completely nooning that thing.
No, got out the old excavator, took the old beaver pelt.
Now they're going to be fixing the marsh today.
Yeah, they should have just waited to work on that other golf course till tomorrow because there's more work to do to it when we're done.
Yep, you are pretty much
anyway,
right.
Is this a wrap?
Yeah, so that's about it. Well, now Frolic. Now Hot Carl's online. What the hell?
Oh, he just don't want to talk to you because he knows we're doing this right now.
The phone's probably ringing, and he's like, wonder he's active right now.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Freaking
don't
Hot
want to
Carl.
hear the music.
He's building chassis. He's building chassis. He's building a chassis and send her off to Afghanistan with the chassis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, should we call this gong show a gong show?
Yeah. So,
we got to one more shout out to old Javon Bank, Quality Real Estate, for supporting this clown show.
Supporting this clown show. Our beverages are about gone from Viking Coke.
Yep.
Green flag flies at 6:30. Everything opens up 5. Grandstands, beer garden, concessions, everything's open up at 5 p.m. Pit gates open up 4. Sometime between 3 and 4. We'll get you in the pits no matter what. Our staff's down there taking care of people regardless. So make sure you get on out. All the ticket prices and everything is on our website, VikingSpeedwayMN.com.
$20 for adults this weekend. 6 to 17, you get in for $5. 5 and under is free.
There you go. You can check out all the other info. Like I said, VikingSpeedwayMN.com. We're going to be on Dirt Race Central, VikingSpeedway.tv. That's going to be rocking. Old Jeff James and old Brandon are going to get that rocking again. And I know Brandon's doing some cool stuff. He's floating up sponsors there during the races.
Yeah, he's got it pretty well dialed.
He recapping the heat races and all that.
That's cool.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. But remember, if you can't make it, go to Dirt Race Central. But all the cool kids are going to be at the half mile Saturday.
They're all going to be at the half mile because then you can't buy an adult beverage or something from Viking Coke or cheese curds.
And you can't smell methanol burning when you're sitting in your recliner.
Exactly. Well, folks, there you go. That's a wrap on old episode 12 of The Dirt.
Till next time, America.
Later.